On the West Bank and in Jerusalem, the refugee situation is not less pressing, only different. On July 10th, we saw UNRWA's local officer for the Jerusalem area.
Mr. Tony Backerjohn, describe, if you would, where are we here?
We are at the Jerusalem Distribution Center, just inside the old city of Jerusalem near St. Stephen's Gate.
And what's going on here this morning?
This is the monthly distribution of basic rations, which usually goes on for 10 days in a month. And it is out of this center that we give out 23,000 basic rations to people in and around Jerusalem who are refugees and are in need of our assistance.
How much rations are you actually giving out to the refugees? What do they consist of?
Well, normally we give every refugee 10 kilograms of flour, 600 grams of rice, 500 grams of sugar, 600 grams of pulses, 375 grams of oil, and a piece of soap. But this month, because of the dire need that has arisen amongst people, UNRWA has decided to give every one of the children that were previously registered for statistical purposes another half ration, just to help them out in these difficult times.
And how long is this ration supposed to last?
It is supposed to last for a month, but we know it is never enough for a full month. It's just for subsistence, and it must be supplemented somehow. That is the basic consideration which led UNRWA to give them a half extra ration per child, something which we have not been doing so far.
Now, most of the people who come to this distribution center, are they from the old city or are they from outside?
They are basically from the old city, from Jerusalem, around the old city, and from some of the villages that are around the old city, like Bethany, like Abu Dis, like the Mount of Olives, some from halfway to Bethlehem called Sur Baher, from the Valley of Kidron, and so on and so forth.
These people come, all of them come into here. Is this the...
different days. We are going to go on running this center for 10 days this month. We hope that will be enough for us to give everybody who must take rations his basic entitlement for the month.
Israeli soldiers were exploding mines in the former no man's land between the old and new cities of Jerusalem.
You just said that your daughter is stranded in Beirut. Do you know of her? Is she all right?
Well, I was able to get some messages through UNRWA that she was all right in Beirut and that they were arranging for her to go to a man where she has an uncle.
That last mine took your last word away.
That she could stay with one of her uncles who is in Amman.
Ah, her uncle.
Yeah.
I gather it is difficult for you to travel back and forth unless you...
We're not allowed to travel back and forth out of West Jordan. I don't know how long this will go on, but as things are, we can only go to our offices and work, try to do our work